Hey, what is up YouTube? Houndoom1000 here, and today is a very special day as today is Pokemon's 30th anniversary. Well, technically it's not today, as today is February 24th and Pokemon's anniversary is February 27th. But I'm filming a bunch of this stuff across the week leading up to Pokemon Day because of my very busy schedule. So with it being Pokemon's 30th anniversary, it's kind of crazy to think that I started creating videos for this channel almost 10 years ago. With the Pokemon TCG box openings that I did. Because those were the celebration boxes for Pokemon's 20th anniversary. So I remember sitting downstairs, or even in this room actually, with a whole different setup, and it's so crazy to see how things have changed over the years. Obviously I stopped uploading on the regular because I just wasn't really happy with the content I was creating, and I had a lot going on with college and university. I didn't have time for YouTube, but more recently got back into it, but on the off regular basis, just doing the occasional Pokemon challenges and this video today. So today's video is all about my Pokemon collection, and as you can see I'm already wearing a Pokemon t-shirt, but I do have plenty more t-shirts. This one I bought online a couple months ago, but I do have loads of other things to show you guys, and I thought I'd make a special video for Pokemon's 30th anniversary to show you my entire collection of Pokemon products, games, merchandise, t-shirts, books, literally everything. So let's get into it. This is going to be a fairly long video, so buckle up.
Get in, loser, we're going shopping.
So starting here at the desk where I normally record my videos, my mouse mat is this very cute Pikachu mouse mat wearing Ash's Unova hat, I believe. And I bought this at Comic-Con last year. I think I went to Comic-Con. So up here you can see this is the shelf that I was just mentioning that is just above my desk, and it's got a whole bunch of things. As you can see, obviously the biggest things, you got a few Funko Pops. You've got Pikachu, Charizard, Mewtwo and Lucario. This also, the Pokemon glass, also came from Comic-Con, which was pretty cool. And on the topic of Comic-Con came this box. Inside this box are the Kanto gym badges. And then we have a few Pokemon figurines. A mate of mine actually 3D printed this Houndoom. I've been wanting to paint it, but I just haven't got around to that. We got a duck, which is Quackchu. We got a few of the 3D jigsaw of the Ultra Ball and the Master Ball. This glass here, kind of like a whiskey glass, I just came across online of Pokemon's 30th anniversary, and I thought it was really cool. This Ash Greninja, I absolutely love the design of Ash Greninja, so I had to buy sort of like an action figure of that. Then we've got the Nano Blocks. We've got Scorbunny, a Snorlax, Charizard, Pikachu. Got a Mega Bracelet here, Entei, Mewtwo, Gengar and Gyarados. Then moving along, I've got an interesting pin of Gengar combined with Venom from Marvel. Then you got a couple sort of stone versions of Bulbasaur and Snorlax, rubbers of the Kanto starters, got little figures of Grottle, Litten and Lunala there, as well as the Paldea starters up there, which I'm pretty sure came when I bought Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Here I have the original 7 Pokemon Adventures manga books. I'm on the orange one, so I'm on book 5, but these are the original with red and green, is it? Or red and blue, or red and yellow, because yellow arrives in that book 4. And then moving along, we have a few Pokemon pins that I bought off the Pokemon Center a few weeks ago actually. I had to buy the 30th anniversary Pikachu one, obviously that was a given. Same with Houndoom. And then Phanpy and Donphan are also a couple of my favourite Pokemon. And behind the pins are all the Pokemon movies. So all the way from the first movie with Mew and Mewtwo, all the way up to the latest one being The Secret of the Jungle with Zarude and a shiny Celebi apparently. Got every single movie. A couple of them were very difficult to come across in English in the right region. So I have 2 discs here that are actually German.
Das war ein Befehl!
because that was the only way I was able to find them, being Region 2, to play here in the UK. The final thing to show you on this shelf is the official Pokeball, which was made by Pokemon and the Wand Company, I believe, but it's sort of light up Pokeball. So as you can see, the button on the front has lit up when I'm holding it, and then when you press it, it flashes. Just like you're trying to catch Pokemon, it will turn green if you catch it. There you go. And sometimes it will turn red if you fail to catch the Pokemon. But what's really cool is you rest it there and the light goes off. So when your hand approaches, the light goes on. Not even touching it, and the light sort of goes on, then it goes fully on when you're actually touching the ball. So that's it for the shelf of Pokemon. So also just above the desk, which you probably didn't see in that last clip, I have a photo right here of me with Sarah Natacheni at Comic-Con. And Sarah Natacheni is the voice of Ash Ketchum in the anime.
I'm Ash Ketchum. I came from Pallet Town in the Kanto region. And this is my good buddy Pikachu. Nice to meet you.
So it was so fantastic to meet her. She was so lovely, and I took a photo with her. I took my light up Pokeball with me. I let her hold that. I was just holding a smaller, cheaper plastic one. So that was so cool to meet her there. So while on the topic of Sarah Natacheni, when I got to meet her at her station of like signing things, she had a poster there which I got her to sign. It is so cool. It's a really lovely fan artwork of Ash when he won the World Coronation Series and became world champion. While I'm behind the door here, I've got to show that at Comic-Con as well, I bought the original Ash's hat. I mean, I saw it and thought I had to. Even if it fit me or not, I had to buy it. It's such an iconic thing. Just underneath there, you have a Pikachu and Ash lanyard, which I'm pretty sure I bought from Temu. It was just to like make up the price, you know, with the way Temu works. And then down here, I have a Mega Evolution Keystone keyring, which I believe actually came with the Mega Bracelet. And behind the door, there are a few Pokemon annuals here, and a couple magazines and things, and a couple books down here as well. Down here underneath the desk, I do have a sort of creative drawer of things. It's full of like painting and drawing stuff, but just as you can see here, I haven't done it yet. I have a paint by numbers Pikachu, which comes with the frame and it comes with all the colours and things like that. I just haven't got around to painting it yet. Something you may have seen from when I've done videos at the desk, the most recent Pokemon challenges, you may have seen a shelf behind me that is full of Pokemon plushies. There's a whole bunch of Pokemon plushies there, some of my favourites. This Houndoom came from a friend on my birthday, and then the Phanpy and Bidoof I actually managed to come across in a shop on the Isle of Wight. So next is this cupboard here, which has been behind me this whole time. Okay, so this is the family games cupboard. We have the Pokemon version of Monopoly, which comes with a few pieces. I can't remember exactly which Pokemon are in there. I haven't played this game in a while. Then we also have a Pokemon Encyclopedia, which also has a Pokemon version of Ludo. It comes with a little plastic Pikachu and little foam pieces. Here we have Cards Against Pokemon card game, which is basically Cards Against Humanity, which I do have there. But it's a Pokemon version, and there are some very suspicious cards in there. So we'll leave that there. This here is the Pokemon 25th album. So this is what they released on Pokemon's 25th anniversary, and it's got some pretty good songs on there. I've listened to it a few times. Now, up on this same shelf behind all of these computer games, there are a few DS games as well. So we have Pokemon Sun, Ultra Sun, Alpha Sapphire. Pretty sure that's a Pokemon Sun steel case. Pokemon Black, Pokemon White, and Pokemon Ranger Guardian Signs. We have Pokemon Moon, Pokemon Black 2, and Pokemon Platinum. We have the Detective Pikachu spin-off game. I'm pretty sure these are the steel boxes for Pokemon Moon and Ultra Moon. We've got the original Ultra Moon there, Pokemon Y, Pokemon X, Pokemon Sun, Omega Ruby, and Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon. Watching this footage back and editing it, I have no idea why I have 2 copies of Pokemon Sun. So I'm pretty sure those are all the Pokemon DS and 3DS games that I have in this cupboard. Another game that didn't come up in the list is this cartridge here. Because it doesn't have a box, it's got 23 original Pokemon DS games. So the Black and White, Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Heart Gold, Soul Silver. It's got all those games in one cartridge. So, in my opinion, one of the coolest things in the study is up here on the wall. This is an Arceus Displate. And this video is sponsored by Displate. No, it's not, because they won't sponsor a small YouTuber like me who doesn't do videos on the regular. As you will see, I have a few metal posters from Displate. This Mario one was the very first one that I bought. The same with the Back to the Future one there as well, actually. I kept looking for Pokemon displays and I just couldn't find them. And then eventually one day I came across this one. I thought it was so cool that I had to get it as one of the extra large plates rather than large ones like that. Or is that a medium? I can't remember. So that sits very proudly up on the wall in the top of the study. Down here is my Nintendo Switch OLED version, and it is the Scarlet and Violet design. So as you can see on the dock, we have Koraidon and Miraidon, which is really cool. Looking closely on the controllers, you have the logo for Naranja Academy, and I can't remember what the violet one is. This is what it looks like on the back. The very final thing to show you in the study is my Nintendo Switch Pro controller, which, as you can see, is a really cool design of red, turquoise and blue. And this is the Pro controller created by Power A. So moving on into my bedroom, there's not actually that much Pokemon stuff in my bedroom. Most of it is in the study. But what I do have in here is clothes. So I actually have these 2 very thin and very summery shirts. I mean, these shirts are like paper thin. So I've got a Magikarp inspired one, and then I've got a Togepi inspired one, which are both very, very cool. But also in this cupboard, I do also have a lot of Pokemon themed t-shirts. So this Pikachu shirt I bought in Forteventura a couple years ago actually, and I've never worn for some reason. Then I have another Pikachu shirt, which I used to wear quite a lot when I was younger, but I think I've got too big for it, and I just don't really wear this one anymore. Obviously, I have this one that I'm wearing that you've seen already. Then I have this Pikachu shirt as well, which, to be honest, I don't remember the last time I wore this shirt. Again, I think I might be a bit big for this one now, but still in the collection. Now, these next few shirts are the shirts that I do wear day to day. I have other shirts that I wear. I don't just wear Pokemon every day.
Are you sure about that?
But just in the cycle of shirts that I go through, these are ones that I wear, such as this one today. This is an oversized t-shirt, which I do like to wear just when I'm comfortable, like in an evening. I used to wear it all the time when I came home from work after a long day of work. I just put on a loose shirt. This shirt, I'm pretty sure I bought online a while ago, but as you can see, it's got the 3 Kanto starters, Charizard, Blastoise, and Venusaur, and they're in kind of pixelated art. This shirt is one of my favourites to wear, as it's basically the Avengers and Pokemon combined. So you have Pikachu as Thor, Squirtle as Captain America, Bulbasaur as the Hulk, and Charmander as Iron Man. So that's kind of 2 franchises that I really like combined together, and I thought I have to have that shirt. So I did. Now, this shirt might be one of my all-time favourite shirts. It's Pikachu and Deadpool. I actually bought it just before the Detective Pikachu movie came out, because obviously Ryan Reynolds was voicing Pikachu in that movie.
Oh, jeez.
I bought it and it was a child size. So I gave it to my brother, and me and my brother went to see the movie together. Now, this isn't actually the original, because the original one and the picture started fading in the wash, so I had to buy a new one. I managed to find where I got it from, and luckily this one has been surviving for a couple years now. Finally, this shirt I have never worn, because I've actually wanted to put it up in a frame, like a t-shirt frame, but I've looked and those are crazy expensive. I took this shirt with me to Comic-Con. I got Sarah Natacheni to sign this. The photo is of Ash, 25 years of travelling, competed in 8 Pokemon leagues, caught 98 Pokemon. So there's images of 25 years of Ash's career in this photo. And I saw it online when Ash's time in the anime was coming to an end, and I thought, I've got to get that. Then when I saw Sarah Natacheni was coming to London Comic-Con, I thought, I have to get her to sign this shirt. And she had seen this before. Unfortunately, I was hoping that I was going to be the first one to show her, but she'd seen it before, and like I said before, she was lovely. She was so nice, and she signed it, no problem at all. A couple bits of clothing I actually forgot about as I was getting those shirts out. I completely forgot that I actually have a Pikachu onesie. You can see his tail on the back there, that's just sewn on, that doesn't come loose. But you have his face on the hood as well as his ears. And I do have another onesie which I got off the TikTok shop a couple years ago actually. And this one is Snorlax. It's a very oversized one. It's huge. It makes Queso look skinny. Find them! But what I love about this one is it comes with gloves that are sewn on. So I have 2 onesies. I have a Snorlax onesie and a Pikachu onesie. So my bed actually lifts up and there is so much Pokemon stuff under here. Most of it is Pokemon card stuff, but we're about to go through it now and show you what's there. Firstly, I have whatever this is, a Paldea Explorers collection. So it includes 3 books, a poster, a door hanger and a bookmark. As you can tell, I've never opened it. Then I have a Pokemon colouring book as well as a Pokemon Go ... Now in this EV TCG tin, there is just so much loose stuff. There's a random 1 card binder which has got no cards in. Then I have a couple coins which would have come with the TCG boxes. I'm not sure where the rest are. Oh, they might be in this bag here. And this bag I have here is just full of the pins from all of the TCG collection boxes. So including the 20th anniversary celebration boxes, that's got pins from those videos in there. In this Pokemon 25th anniversary tin, which came with the 25th anniversary celebration box I did open on the channel, there's just a bunch of loose cards. They're just like regulars, nothing special about them. Then the main thing is the binders that I have. So I have this binder here, which has the giant cards in. It doesn't have all of them because some of them before were different sizes. So the ones I used to open on the channel were actually bigger, so they don't actually fit in here. So there's a few cards in here. And same with this Dragapult one. It's not the big ones, these are just special cards I decided to put in here. Rare cards, some of the originals, legendaries in there as well. So this is just a small binder. Then this big black binder used to be my main one. This is where all of my rare cards used to go, but then I got a better one, which you'll see shortly. And this one just has hollows, I think they're called, and just other cards that I liked in type order. So at the front we've got normal, and then got fire, water, and so on. Finally, this is the one that all my special cards are in. EXs, GXs, V-Stars. A lot of the cards that you would have seen me open on the channel will be in here from over the years. And cards that I'd just opened in my own time as well, which I will show you here. One thing that's under this bed that I totally forgot about is this folder that has a bunch of drawings I've done in, most of which are Pokemon drawings, so I will show you that now. So we start off with some of the smaller drawings. Here you can see I drew Bulbasaur, Charmander and Squirtle. I drew these back in 2013. So as you'll see, my drawing definitely got better. I mean, I'm biased, but I think it got better because looking over here, I mean, that Pikachu has something, I mean that Eevee as well has something wrong with it. Then you have Chikorita, Cyndaquil and Totodile, also done in 2013. And we also have Torchic, Trico and Mudkip in 2013. And then for some reason just a Marill Then we have Turtwig, Piplup, and Chimchar. This is where it starts to get a bit better. Snivy, Tepig, and Oshawott. Then I've got Chespin, Fennekin, and Froakie. This is 2019, so we jumped about 6 years of me not doing drawing. Then we have Rowlet, Litten, and Popplio. And then we have the Gala starters drawn in 2021. So Grookey, Scorbunny, and Sobble. They're not actually that bad. Sobble's actually quite good, I can't lie. Then we have Bidoof. Wonderful. Then we have Metagross. That's actually quite a cool drawing. This one also doesn't have a date on it. Does it have a date on the back? Oh, it does. August 2020, right? So that was done during lockdown. Then we have a Flygon. On to the bigger ones. This is the Diamond and Pearl gang from the anime. Nothing on... Oh, actually, there might be on the back. Oh, blimey. So there's just a bunch of random Pokemon in there. Oh, crikey. That looks like Nightmare Fuel, the Umbreon there. That's awful. So these were obviously very early drawings. I mean, look at Snorlax. Look at Gibble.
What is that?
You had a lot to learn. I mean, that Pikachu's a little better than the other one, but my drawing definitely got better after this. Yeah, there's some interesting ones there. And I remember doing these, actually. I decided to just do drawings of the legendary Pokemon. So we got the Kanto legendaries there, the Johto legendaries, I believe. Yeah, Lugia on the other side. We got the Hoenn legendaries, and then I've got Rayquaza, Jirachi, who's missing an eye because there's a hole in it, and the Deoxys. Then we have the Sinnoh legendaries, so Giratina and Palkia, as well as Dialga on the other side. And then we have, I remember drawing this and thinking it looks like E.T. There you are, you have Manaphy, Fiona, you've got Shaman, and the Lake Trio. And on their arm, blimey, that's a pregnant Cresselia. Shaman, Heatran, Arceus, Regigigas. Then we got the Unova legendaries, so Reshiram and Curem, Genesect, Zekrom, Victini, the Swords of Justice, Meloetta. There you go, Keldeo and the Weather Trio. And then I believe this is where I stopped with drawing the legendary Pokemon, because we've just got Xerneas, don't have Zygarde or Yveltal. There is Houndoom and Mega Houndoom.
What the dog doing?
Which have been outlined with a Sharpie. That's actually not too bad. Shame it doesn't have a date on. Same with Donphan, not too bad of a drawing. Makes it look bolder with the Sharpie. And then lastly, I have Ash Greninja, who I love the design of. And this was 230621. So there you go, those are all the Pokemon drawings that I have done over the years, starting from, what was it, 2013 up until the latest one really being 2021, I think. So back here in the study, on my switches I have Pokken Tournament DX, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, Pokemon Legends Arceus, Pokemon Home, which is obviously just a storage, it's not really a game, Pokemon Legends EA, Let's Go Pikachu, the remakes that nobody talks about, Pokemon Sword and Shield. The reason I say switches is because my Nintendo Switch 2 is downstairs in the living room, but I can obviously transfer any of these games onto that Switch. Also, this Nintendo 64 Nintendo Classics game also has the original Pokemon Stadium 2, the original Pokemon Snap, and Pokemon Puzzle League. The original Pokemon Snap and Puzzle League I have never played, however Stadium and Stadium 2 I have played and are a lot of fun. And on my Wii I have Pokemon Battle Revolution, Pokepark Wii, Pikachu's Adventure, and Pokepark 2 Wonders Beyond. Something I thought I'd show you as I was looking through the games. This game is Pokemon Ultra Moon, and this is really the first game that I started shiny hunting in, when I just started finding some shinies by mistake, and then I thought, let me actually start hunting for them. The ones that I really started hunting for started with Goodra, I believe. Oh, and I found that Eevee by mistake, I remember. But I thought I'd go through and show you all the shiny Pokemon from Ultra Moon. Because of showing you those shiny Pokemon on Ultra Moon, I thought I would show you all of the shiny Pokemon across these Switch games that I have, instead of showing you just all the Pokemon that I have in all of those games, because that will just take forever. So here you are. At last, the final few odd bits and bobs to show you include this Pikachu cushion, this Pokeball flask, Pokemon Go and Pokemon Shuffle on my phone, and these.
What are those?
They are my Crocs.
These are my fluffy Crocs. And this one has a Master Ball and a Phanpy button wedged into it. Now yes, I am 26.
Damn.
And some people will be thinking, why do you still have all this Pokemon stuff, or why do you have it at all? But I want to point out that there's 30 or 40 or even older people on YouTube who do Pokemon as their job. Fair enough, they get paid a lot, I'm pretty sure, and that's how they've made their business, but it's a passion of mine, it has been for years, and in a few years' time, who knows, some of this stuff might be worth something. I mean, look at Logan Paul. A few years ago, he bought a base set original Charizard for $150,000. And only a couple weeks ago, he sold an Illustrator Pikachu for $16 million. So I don't think me having all this stuff is that much of an issue. Like I said, it's a passion of mine, it has been for years, and it's really lovely just to go back through it all and see my collection. If you've made it this far through the video, thank you and well done. But from the bottom of my heart, I would like to wish Pokemon International, the Pokemon Company, a very happy 30th anniversary. So, this is Houndoom 1000 signing out. Peace.